Hey YouTube. Well, it's been a while since I've been saying anything, right? But, you know, I'm busy working, providing for my wife, and it's hard work, tell you that. And I see stuff out there, and that's why I'm making this video. As you see here, surprisingly, they are, from NASA's point of view, showing us a flat Earth model. I'm very surprised to see that. Not a globe, but flat Earth. It is showing the concentration of carbon dioxide moving around on our globe. Well, I know there's a lot of you out there that believes in global warming is man-made, that you believe that CO2 is a major contributor of global warming, greenhouse gas. Well, that's not the case, people. Global warming or climate change, whatever the sitting or shithead is saying, or Pope Francis is saying, it is not true. To them it's a religion. It is a way for them to convey a new tax system to make you even poorer than you already are. So you can see how high the carbon dioxide concentrations are. Well, I know from my biology studies, I have a major in that carbon dioxide is the bread, the air, the food for plants, trees. And actually, the higher the content of carbon dioxide there is in the atmosphere, the more our plants are thriving, and the plants, the trees, are producing through photosynthesis. I said that 1,000,000 times to you. They are producing oxygen. How about that? Oxygen for all mammals and humans to breathe. Now, isn't that interesting? Here we got actually from NASA a modeling, and that's before I even knew about chemtrails. That's 2006. I was not even in America yet, and I have never seen chemtrails. But this is the carbon monoxide concentration. Now that's a completely different matter, as you see. Carbon monoxide have this effect. Actually, carbon monoxide is what is coming out of the tailpipe of a vehicle. If anyone wants to commit suicide, well, just stick a tube inside the exhaust pipe of a vehicle, stick the tube inside the car, sit in there and wait to fall asleep and wait to die without you even noticing it. Because carbon monoxide is depriving your red blood cells of oxygen, meaning it depriving your entire body of oxygen. Therefore, you will go to sleep, you will become unconscious, and then you will die. Because you don't get any oxygen to your brain. If your brain don't get oxygen for 4 minutes, it's pretty much over. Capiche? So, this is the carbon monoxide, what do you want to call it? Concentrations of the northern hemisphere. That makes very good reason for why the elite is positioning themselves on the southern hemisphere, because there's not that large of an exchange between the air conveyors between the north and the southern hemisphere. And the vast majority of industrial production or human activity is on the northern hemisphere. So that makes sense why they are moving south. And they are doing that these days because something big is going to happen soon. And I've told you a million times what that is. It relates to the Daniel timeline, the year 2017. But this new religion that you are the reason for global warming, that's a lie. Global warming is a lie. Carbon monoxide is a toxic, very toxic gas. Carbon dioxide is a beneficial gas that helps us having oxygen on our planet to breathe. But it's getting even worse. And I'm going to show you how. Well, here's the reason for why we are having a huge problem in our atmosphere. It is called chemtrails, where they are spraying various metals in order to reflect sunlight and in order to control the weather and temperature. Now, why am I saying temperature? Well, it's pretty simple, people. When they're spraying all this metal up there in the sky, right? Oh, that's me on a chemtrail-free sky, sort of. It is still chemtrails up there. But when they're spraying this stuff on the sky, in our skies, the sunlight is coming in, correct? Yet, some of that sunlight is reflected back. But we are living inside a dome. So, that heat that our sun, by either, it's tricky. Because the sun is cold, it's not hot. But the sun is working like, I believe, induction and radiation, or maybe a combination of both. You know, induction stove, where if you take the pot off the stove, there's no connection, there's no energy exchange. But when you put the pot back on the stove interact by induction with the pot you just put on the stove, and it starts heating up. That's how our sun works. The sun is electric. It's not a nuclear furnace. But this is radiating back by reflecting the heat away. But they're also creating a blanket that is having that effect that the heat coming from Earth itself radiating upwards, because heat, warm air goes up, cold air goes down. It's simple physics. So the heat which is being reflected upwards is being trapped by this ghastly goo of metals, of toxic metals, to any organic life on this planet. David Keefe, the eugenist, he's a terrible person, who is the spokesman for geoengineering. He's saying that it's kind of like a free ride ticket on our grandchildren. Meaning, they have no fleeting idea what the long-term effects of spraying this stuff in our atmosphere is having on the entire ecosystem on our planet. They don't know. But they are calculating what are the risks for doing it and not doing it. I say, don't do it. This earth has been around for a long, long time, long before this Nazi, communist, whatever he is, David Keefe, came to this world, before he was even thought of. And we are still doing quite well. Are we not? But we are not doing so well after this has begun. I have never seen chemtrails before I got to America. I had no idea what it was, but I surely do now. Look at this. This is metals binding to the molecules of humidity, droplets in our atmosphere. And it's all metals, serving as a mind control system, reflecting. You can use this as transformers or transmitters of frequencies, because our universe, or our world that we are living in, is only frequency and vibrations and light. Nothing else. It's all about that. It's not some destructive thing on our planet, like the sun is gonna go supernova one day. That's BS. God created two lights, one to rule the day and one to rule the night. Pure and simple. But look at this. This is our real threat to every existence of organic life. The carbon dioxide is not. It makes our plants thrive. But this is pure toxin that they are spraying in our sky. By frequency they can emulate a cloud cover to obscure our sunlight, which is beneficial to us, to all life on this planet. Photosynthesis in plant life. This is our real problem. This is the canopy, as I call it, a very thin sheet that is so thin, and yet it is powerful enough to totally block out our sun. Look how they are managing our solar rays, which is creating vitamin C in animals, which is creating vitamin D3 in humans, which is supporting our immune system. They're breaking it down. Do you think there's a good reason for why they're doing that? I can tell you the reason for why they're doing that. They want us sick. They want us dead. They just want us gone. Planet Earth past humans. A planet without humans on it, except them that call themselves kings and gods, with a little g and a little k, because they are in reality nothing. But they're sitting on the power, political power, financial power, and they all come together with Satan to have a plot to erase us from this planet. Look at these anti-crepuscular rays. This is down by Laredo. You see them? I do. That's because the sun is close. It's not 96 million miles away. It's right up there. You can almost touch it. But you believe in the lie. You won't get these rays if the sun was 96 million miles away. It's only, no more than a couple of 100 miles away. That's how close it is. And it's not that big. It's right there. God bless you, people.